Heroes have no days off. Get that through your head. Heroes have no days off. 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year, year after year. If you want to be a superhero, no days off. Michael McLean, brassballsvideos.com. I am an ex-professional hockey coach, championship amateur coach, turned 8-figure entrepreneur. If you would like a printable PDF copy of Coach National Championship Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh's amazing business card, and on this business card are Harbaugh's 20 rules for living. It's one of the most impressive lists of maxims or rules or habits that I've ever seen put together. I did a breakdown of Harbaugh's entire business card. He's carried this business card everywhere he's coached. It's a listing of the 20 life rules that he follows. They're on the front and back of his card. I've broken down every single one of the 20 rules. I put it together into a printable PDF, or you can just look at it on your iPhone, or it's a digital version as well, free. All you have to do is join my righteous email newsletter at brassballsvideos.com. It's that simple. You can download the printable PDF. It's like 2 to 3 pages, and it's a listing of the 20 rules that appear on Coach Jim Harbaugh's card and on his new NFL Chargers head coach card, I'm sure. I talked yesterday about one of my favorite rules that he had listed, which was the question, who could possibly have it better than you? And I love that attitude of gratitude, questioning, putting things into perspective, that in 2024, we live in the greatest time in history. We're awash in abundance and opportunity and wealth like never before. There's no shame in being down, but there's great shame in staying down in 2024. There is so much wealth and opportunity and abundance. It's sinful not to do well. And you doing well, and you getting rich, and you getting fit, and you getting healthy, and you getting wealthy, it's the most noble thing you can ever do. It's the most patriotic thing you could ever do. And I'll go as far as saying, you getting healthy, wealthy, serving other people, you doing as well and becoming the best version of yourself, it is the greatest gift you can give this world. It's your moral responsibility. All these incredible blessings and gifts that we've been given, these talents, this technology, all of it, it's our moral responsibility to do well. And just because you're struggling sometimes, and just because, there's dark days, does not mean that you can't turn this around, and it doesn't mean that you can't become an example to others of what's possible. So I want to break down one of the other 20 life lessons, and it's on Harbaugh's card, and the lesson is, heroes have no days off. And that's something that I believe 200% to be true. And that's a very controversial statement, because most people are going to say, well, everybody needs a day off, everybody needs a vacation, everybody needs a chance to get away from it all. You're going to fight that battle all the time. But I want to share with you my experience. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the option to think differently, to think for yourself, to think independently. And I found that the stop and start world that we're conditioned does not work for me. And again, that's just me personally. But, the great Grant Cardone, he said it best. He said, weekends make us weak. Weekends make us weak. And what Cardone meant about that is, ever since we're little kids in school, in the public school or the private school systems, we're always taught the stop and start, right? We're conditioned, we're brainwashed into the stop and start. You go to school for 5 days, you rest for 2. Now you go to school, if you're lucky, for 4 days or 3 days, and you rest for 3. So it's a start and stop conditioning. And then, the old working way was, you work Monday to Friday, you bust your ass for a week, and then you relax and you get a couple of days off. That's old school, that's the past. But the reality is I haven't been able to make this stop and start work for me. I remember the great Sam Ovens saying, it's almost like health and fitness. Sam was talking about when he used to drink alcohol, and the reason that he stopped drinking alcohol is he couldn't take the poisoning of the plant anymore. And he used the analogy of, for 5 days, he would drink water, he would eat clean, he would go to the gym, he'd do his cardio, he would read, he would meditate, he would do all these things to grow his brain, to grow his spirit, to improve himself. And then for 2 days, Friday, Saturday, or whatever it was, 2.5 days on the weekend, it was like he poured gasoline on the plant being him. So he fertilized it, he nurtured it, he hydrated it, he took care of it for 5 days, and then he poured gasoline on the plant for 2 or 3 days on the weekend. And what did that do? It nearly killed the plant. And then on Monday, he'd be licking his wounds and starting all over again. Okay, eating clean and drinking water and taking care of himself and reading and fertilizing the plant and getting enough sunshine and all this other stuff. So it was stop and start. It was build it up and burn it to the ground. Build it up and burn it to the ground. I have found the exact same thing in business. People say to me all the time, they say, Michael, how do you regenerate? How do you regenerate? And I tell guys, I say I do it now. It's part of, regeneration of my energy and my focus and my strength. That all happens every day now, every day. I don't need to go sit on the beach for 7 days. I don't need to take a month off from writing. I don't need to stop, working or shooting videos to make myself feel better or to catch my breath or to ignite. I'm doing what I want to do. See, I'm one of the fortunate ones because I know my life purpose. This is about chapter 16 of my life. But I'm on a mission right now. I'm on a mission to help 1 million men build the life of their dreams. A life where you never need to escape from, a life where you never need to vacation from. And I'm on such a mission, and I have such belief in this, in my latest purpose to influence 1 million men, that the last thing I want is a day off from the work I love. When I was in the hockey business, I just loved it. I would eat, sleep, and breathe recruiting, coaching, film sessions, the weight room. And sure, I'd take some time off in the summer and go boating and golfing and fishing, but I was just so ready to go after a couple of weeks of that kind of stuff. So when you find your passion, when you find your mission, when you commit to something bigger than yourself, you'll find that you don't need vacations. You don't need to escape the life. And that's everything that I teach in the Badass Brotherhood. It's to build a life, a world, your society, to build the world that you want, not what I want, not what somebody else, what you want. When you build the world of your dreams, a world that you never need to escape from, you never need to sedate, you never need to medicate, you never need to escape, then you'll find that you refuel and regenerate during the day. Like, it's amazing because I don't take any days off. I can't remember the last day that I didn't walk, write, or shoot a video. And that's considered walking. Writing emails, writing copy, writing newsletters, shooting videos. Some people would consider this work. I consider it part of my mission and my purpose. But I can't remember the last time I sat around and did nothing. So here's the thing. So like I get up in the morning at 1 minute to 6. Automatically I wake up 5 to 6, 2 minutes to 6, whatever. And if my wife's still asleep, my daughter will be getting up in the next few minutes. And I go to the gym or I do road work and shoot a video. So from 6 to 7, I'm out there by myself. I'm getting in my steps. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm at the gym lifting 4 days a week, training. And by the time I get home at 7 o'clock, I've got the physical workout in, whether it was steps outside in nature, fresh air, I was able to think, I was able to shoot a video, I got some cardio, or I'm at the gym and I'm doing some lifting for 30 to 45 minutes. My wife isn't even out of bed and my daughter's in bed reading. So it really doesn't affect anybody. But if I didn't get up and walk outside in nature, if I didn't get up and get my ass out in the snow and the wind and the heat and the bugs and the fresh air, or if I didn't get my ass to the gym, which is something relatively new I've been doing since December 1st, is I'd be tired. I'd absolutely be tired. Like if I didn't have this power walk, my road walk, if I didn't get a chance to talk to you every day from my heart, from my soul, if I didn't get a chance to lift heavy things, if I didn't get a chance to, get in my physical work, my spiritual work, and my emotional work, my psychological work, which is all those things, the gym and walking is all those things. I mean, my frequency would be at an all-time low. I wouldn't be a good guy to be around. I'd actually be low energy. I'd be negative energy. So who does that serve by taking that day off? I know lots of people that take Sunday off from their physical training, and they tell me it's the worst day of the week they have. They take off Sunday because they want a day off, they want a day to repair, they don't want to go to the gym, they just want to take a mental break and a physical break. And then when I see them on a Sunday, they're like low energy, they're dragging ass, they're eating the wrong foods that day, maybe they had too much to drink the night before, they didn't get up and move their bodies, so this so-called day off, they didn't recharge jack shit. In fact, they're going to have to recover the next day. So that's that stop and start mentality that's just kicked me in the ass since I was a teenager. I can't do it. I need to do the 2 or 3 things every day that I need to do to have my peace of mind, to be, I'm sending ships out, I'm marketing, all those things. And on a day where I'm on my honeymoon 15 years ago when I did this every day, or we're here in Naples as a family, or we're home in Canada, or we're in Mexico or Hawaii, or Italy, wherever the hell, I can get those major things done, those massive consistency W's. I can stack those 2 or 3 wins by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I got 21 hours left in a day, plus sleep. Think about that. So when you sell yourself this horse shit that you need a day away from it, or you need a break, or you need to sedate, or you need to medicate, or you need to escape, that's a warning that something's broken in your life. That's a red flag that something's not working in your world. It could be your marriage, your connection with your children, your physical health, what you're eating, your purpose, your values. Like there's something, that's a tell. That's a tell that there's something incongruent in your world. So instead of taking time off to escape and sedate, then you come back and things are even worse. You're more depressed, you're more anxious, you're more stressed, you're more worried. Instead, attack the fucking problem. Attack that problem. There's something that's not fitting, and you can fix that, and you can fix it instantly. And that's better than any day off to escape or sedate or get away from it. And then think about it from that perspective. Like, what's the one or two things you have to do every day to be the best version of yourself? Well, Michael, I need to walk for half an hour. I need to read for half an hour. That really sets the tone. Well, why the hell would you ever need a vacation or a day off from being the best version of yourself? You should embrace and love that stuff. Like, you'd have to put a gun to my head for me not to read in the morning with my cup of coffee. Like, on my perfect day, I'm sitting on the end of the dock, or I'm sitting on the boat, or I'm sitting out at the pool, and I'm reading my book or reading my physical newsletter with my cup of coffee. If I had one day to live, that's something I'd be doing for half an hour or an hour. Like, it's so ingrained, and I love that so much, and I'm so addicted to learning. I'm so addicted to growing that I don't want to miss a day. Like, on my birthday, Krista says, what do you want to do for your birthday? Every year, I'm like, get me a book. I'm impossible to buy for. Anybody that wants to buy me books, so I can sit on the end of the dock and I can read for 7 or 8 hours. And then I can enjoy my birthday dinner. And like, why do you ever want to escape the perfect day where you get up, you're outside in nature, you get some fresh air, you get moving, you get into a high frequency state, you feel good mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally? Why would you need a break from that? And then, I talked about this the other day about sending ships out every day, where your ship can't come in if you don't send any ships out. So I never miss. I do one thing every day of the year, even if it's only for 10 minutes. I do one thing, like send an email or shoot a video or write a telegram or send a fax. I do no less than one thing every day. Whether I'm here in Canada on vacation, sick, healthy, happy, sad, I do one thing every day that's going to bring me future money. A future client, a future sale, present bank or future bank. And why would I ever want to miss that? People are like, you work on Christmas, Michael, you work on Thanksgiving, you work on Easter Sunday. Why the hell not? What difference if you love what you do, if you have a passion for what you do, if you have a life purpose that you're calling, if you've answered the call and that you're living your best life serving other people, you're helping other people, why in the world would you ever need to vacation from that? That would make me so tired, so depressed, so anxious, and so unhappy, it'd be unbelievable. But what I do is the opposite. I do the 2 or 3 things that I got to do. And on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Tuesday, if my wife Krista says, can we do something after 11 a.m., she's got me for the whole day. You want to go on the boat? I'm good. You want to go to the horse stable? I'm good. You want to go to the beach? I'm good. I can take off almost any day around 10 or 11 a.m. And on the days where nothing's going on and it's a school day, I usually work to about 1 o'clock. And then I take the rest of the day off. And that's because I'm working every day. Would you not rather have that where you're done every day at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or on the weekends at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you have this incredible feeling that you accomplished something important? When I'm walking back from the gym at 7 a.m., I just feel that I've accomplished something important. When I'm finished this walk in the morning and shooting the video, I feel that I've already stacked the win, that I've won the morning. I feel like I'm in first place. Then I sit down with my coffee and I write an email to go with the video, and I feel like I've stacked another win. Stacking the wins, stacking the wins. First up in first place. And then I sit down with my coffee and read a chapter or a newsletter or whatever, And again, it's just another win. I do the hardest things first. That's the gym or the walking. And then I do the writing, and then I do the reading, and then the rest of the day is mine. If my wife wants to do something, great. You want to go to lunch? Great. You want to go to dinner? Great. You want to hang out together at the beach? Great. But that freedom comes from never missing. Never missing. If you're gonna climb Everest, you gotta climb X number of days straight. If you take the odd day off to rest, well, you're never going to get to the summit. And that's a fact. It's all about just those tiny daily victories, and then you don't need to escape. And for God's sakes, build a life that you don't need to escape from, sedate or medicate. If you're boozing or you're participating in gambling, or if you're looking for excuses to get out of the house instead of into the house, that's a red flag, and that means that something in your life isn't congruent. That's your job as a man to fix that. So Harbaugh, he nailed it. Heroes, and the exact quote on his is, heroes have no days off. You think a guy like Jim Harbaugh takes a day off? You think a guy like Nick Saban took days off? Do you think a guy like Elon Musk takes days off? You think a guy like, you just go down the list. You think Joe Rogan's taking days off? You think Dana White's taking days off? Do you think like any of these top high performance people? Sure, they'll take vacation. Sure, they'll take breaks. Sure, they'll give themselves some grace. But they get those one or two things done first thing in the morning. I don't give a shit if you're on your honeymoon, you're on your vacation, or whatever it is, Sunday, Saturday, Thanksgiving. The first hour of the day still belongs to you. The first hour of the day still belongs to you. And what are you going to do with that hour? That hour should be for thought. It should be for prayer. It should be for moving your body. It should be for reading. It should be for whatever it is that you decide are your one or two top priorities. Get those things done, and I guarantee you'll have a better vacation. I guarantee you'll have a better weekend. I guarantee you'll be 10 times as far the next day when Monday rolls around. No days off. Harbaugh got that one right. And like Cardone said, weekends make you weak. That stuff is for fucking normies. That stuff is for brokies. Oh, here's Friday. I got the weekend, living for the weekend. Are you kidding me? The weekends are 30% of our life, of our finite time on this earth. QTL, quality time left. Do you know, like, the average age, and it went down for the first time in history last year, 77 years for a male like me, a North American male. 77 years is the average, and I'm 55. Do you think I need days off from my mission? Think I need days off from my purpose? You think I need days off from my creator's calling? Do you think I need days off to just sit there like a fucking zombie? QTL, quality time left. So, I mean, keep in mind too, like heroes don't take days off, because heroes realize that our finite time and finite energy is coming to an end. All things change and all things end. There's a last time I'm going to be able to shoot a video. There's going to be a last time I go to the gym. There's going to be a last time I hug my wife. There's going to be a last time I drive my kid to school. There's going to be a last time that I can actually work. There's going to be a last time that I can work on my purpose and my mission. There's going to be a last time that I go to work. So you think I want to just, look at that stuff and say, oh, I'll do it in a couple days. I need to rest. I need to rest. Leave that stuff up to the normies. Leave that stuff up to the pretenders. Leave that stuff up to the tomato cans who want to escape their life, who hate themselves and hate the reflection in the mirror. And for God's sake, it's the most moral and patriotic thing you can do. Build a life of your dreams. Get wealthy, get healthy, serve other people, and make sure you build a life that you never ever need to vacation or escape from. Remember, I have that PDF, that printable PDF on Harbaugh's 20 life lessons on his business card. You can get a copy of it by joining my newsletter. It's free, brassballsvideos.com. That's brassballsvideos.com. And you can download it. You can get a digital copy of it. But I've broken down Jim Harbaugh's 20 life lessons. It is solid gold. I mean, the guy, he's got it going on. And you can grab a free copy of that when you join my email list. Go to brassballsvideos.com. The link is below. Join my email newsletter and let me know what you think of that breakdown. That's one of the most incredible documents, Harbaugh's business card, I've ever had the pleasure of discovering. So, 2 words that changed my life: heroes never take a day off. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that can change yours: be relentless.